In our last video, we walked through fire and shadow. We saw how the ancient knowledge of Aji Pameleng, the forbidden Javanese art of deep meditation, was nearly erased from the earth. Suppressed, forbidden, driven underground, and yet, it survived. Passed in sacred silence from master to student, whispered in the dark of night, carried safely within the heart. Today, we open that knowledge together, not as a cold relic of the past, but as a living, breathing practice for your life. Right now, before we enter the practice itself, we must first understand what samadhi truly means. In Javanese philosophy, the word samadhi is born from soroso, which means one taste, one feeling, one unified essence. It is the sacred moment when the busy mind stops producing thought, and what remains is rasa jati, the original feeling. The feeling before you had opinions, before you had fears, the feeling before you even had a name. The Primbon describes it beautifully. Rasa jati, rasa nalikor dereng makati. The original feeling, the feeling before the mind began its work. This is what we are returning to. Not an escape from life, but the deepest, most authentic encounter with it. Now, the Javanese masters teach a vital lesson. Before you can meditate deeply, you must build a character foundation. Without these 5 inner pillars, meditation is like building a mighty palace on loose sand. The first pillar, Setya Tuhu, Aksaro Jawa. Truthfulness. Integrity in everything you do. Not just in your words, but in the smallest, hidden corners of your life. The second pillar, Santoso, Adilparamota, Aksaro Jawa. Steadiness. Justice. Taking full responsibility for your actions. Not shifting blame, not running away. The third pillar, Saba Welas Asik, Aksaro Jawa. Patience. Compassion, gentleness toward others, never placing yourself above another, never causing harm. The fourth pillar, Pinta Angara Kamerkaning Mana, Aksaro Jawa. Mastery of your own greed and desire, the ability to look at temptation and say, enough, not being driven by money, status, or the hunger for more. The fifth pillar, Sasila Anaroga, Aksaro Jawa. Humility, good conduct, being a presence that brings peace, not tension, wherever you go. These 5 pillars are not prerequisites you complete once and forget. They are a lifelong practice. They are the meditation, lived in daily life. Now we enter the practice itself. The Javanese masters teach that before entering deep meditation, you prepare both body and mind. Traditionally, this included reducing food and sleep in the days prior, bathing, wearing clean clothing, and using a gentle fragrance. Most importantly, it meant entering at the deepest hour of night, when the world is finally still. You come to this practice clean. Clean body, clean intention, clean heart. The Kitab Primbon Atassadhur describes a specific meditation posture called Saluku Tunggal, which means one-footed stillness, or the ultimate unity of the body. In some traditions, this is known as Mati Raga, the conscious dying of the physical self. Here is how it is done. Lie flat on your back. Let the body be completely still, as if it were a stone. Place both hands flat on your thighs, palms facing down. Extend the legs. Now, place the right foot gently on top of the left foot. Next, the eyes. This is crucial. Close the eyes, but not completely. Direct your inner gaze toward the tip of your nose, and further to the point between the 2 eyebrows, called the papasu. This point is not outside you. It is inside. You are not looking at something. You are looking from somewhere. From the center. Let the eyelids be soft. Let the face be still. Let the jaw gently close. And now, you are ready. The absolute heart of Aji Pameleng is the breath. This technique is called Sastracetha, also known as Daiwan. Cetha means clarity and the passageway. Daiwan means the long, patient breath, the breath that lasts. This is the practice. Step 1. The rising breath. Draw the breath in slowly, not through effort, but through invitation. Feel the breath rise from the navel, up through the chest, up through the throat, chathak, all the way to the crown of the head, suhunan. As the breath rises, silently, inwardly, without moving your lips, whisper the sound, hu. Feel the sound rise with the breath. Feel it reach the summit. Now hold, gently, without force, like holding a fragile, precious gift. Hold until you feel the weight, the beautiful heaviness of fullness. Step 2. The descending breath. Now slowly, release. Let the breath descend from the crown, through the throat, through the chest, all the way back down to the navel. As the breath descends, silently whisper, Allah. Let the sound descend with the breath. Let it settle back into the depths. Rising, hu. Descending, Allah, hu. Allah, hu. Allah, hu. Allah. The Primbon teaches that one complete cycle consists of 3 breaths. This is called Tripandarat. Tri meaning 3, Pandu meaning pure, and Rat meaning the world within the body. 3 pure breaths, reaching the sacred summit within you. After 3 breaths, rest. Let the body breathe naturally for a moment. Then begin again. 3 breaths, rest. 3 breaths, rest. As you practice more, week by week, month by month, you will find that you can hold the breath longer. That the stillness deepens. That the silence between the breaths becomes louder. This is not your imagination. This is the practice working. Now, what is actually happening in this practice? The Primbon explains it with one of the most resonant and beautiful phrases in all of Javanese spirituality. Manunggaling Kawula Gusti. The complete oneness of the servant and the master. When the breath rises, you become the master. When the breath descends, you return as the servant. But here is the deeper secret. It is not the breath itself that matters. It is the jipta, the intention, the focused consciousness that moves with the breath. The breath is the vehicle. Your awareness is the traveler. And the destination, the place where the distance between you and the divine completely disappears. This is what the Javanese masters called Waluyajati, the return to your true nature. Not a mystical experience reserved for saints, but your inherent birthright. And here is the final, ultimate teaching of Aji Pameleng. The masters teach that this practice, once it matures, does not stay on the meditation mat. It becomes your life. This is what Sheikh Siti Jinnah called Salat Daim, the eternal, unceasing prayer. The Primbon describes it with words that can take your breath away. Salat Naraz Yambat Damal. Prayer while working. Lergar Sinambi Lumampa. Sitting while walking. Ambisu Kalian Wijantan. Silent while speaking. Tilam Kalian Melik. Sleeping while awake. This is the goal. Not to meditate for 20 minutes and then forget. But to carry this unshakable inner stillness into every moment. Every conversation. Every meal. Every breath you take. Until the prayer never stops. Until the stillness never leaves. Until you and the source are never separated again. The Kitab Primbon Atassadhur was written so that this sacred knowledge would not be lost. So that one day, someone like you would find it. And remember, you don't need a perfect meditation room. You don't need years of specialized training. You need a quiet moment, a willing heart, and a breath. Just one breath. Rising, Hu. Descending, Allah. Begin there. and let the ancient wisdom of Java do the rest. Thank you for walking this sacred path with us. Mata Nuan. Rahayu Saguung Dumadi.